Welcome to the Recap Lunch Hour with Guff. It's me, Ryan McGuffey, back in the saddle in the Recap studios. Look at this thing behind me. Look at this. So good to be with you, by the way. Ryan McGuffey back here in the Recap studios. I walk in, these two things are going nuts. So I'm going to show you what I walked into before we get into this show. This is what I walked into today. I come into the studio. And not just, it was like everything was wigging out. I'm like, oh boy, what's going on with our lights? Well, the problem is it's two separate lights with two separate settings. And then this is what happens. So the Tasty Trade's going to get a little extra play today. It's annoying as hell. I'm Ryan McGuffey. Pleasure to be with you. It's all brought to you by Hooters, originalhooters.com. Visit one of the 11 Chicagoland locations near you. Hooters Aurora coming for you next Tuesday, December 9th. With the Red Hot Chicago Bears, folks. The last time we spoke, it was a game preview of the Philadelphia Eagles. And then they went out there and kicked their ass up and down the field, won the war in the trenches, and absolutely throttled the Philadelphia Eagles and are now the top seed. Also, order.hooters.com, a great way to pick up your lunch, have it delivered to you, or pick up your dinner on the way home. The Chicago Bears, folks, the Chicago flippin' Bears are currently the number one seed in the NFC. You saw it. It's all over socials. The Rams getting upset. Everyone's like, oh, the Rams are in a different class in the NFC. And then they go across the country to play, I would argue, maybe even more surprising than the Bears, the NFL's most surprising team, the Carolina Panthers, who are 10.5 point underdogs, win the game outright. Yet another upset. You looked at the four underdogs on Thursday and Friday. All four underdogs or three underdogs on Thanksgiving, and then the Bears on Friday all won the game outright. You saw what they did, running for 281 yards. The chat is full. I know that there'll be people out there. I'm going to keep that blinking. I know it's annoying. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump. First of all, I always like jump. This is where we're going to be. Hooters next Tuesday. Okay. I'm jumping into the chat. We're going to go all the way back at the top. Pablo's starting things off. Okay, this is an interesting, I wouldn't say controversial, because we threw that out on Friday. I put the video out for a chance to win the Chasing Greatness hoodie. A lot of you guys hopped on board and you answered. And Landon, who won last week, had 27-17, 9-point win. But then Pablo had 27-13. So they were both off by 2 points on the Eagles score. And they were both off by 3 points on the Bears. Closest without going over. The Eagles are 17. That's over Pablo 13. Pablo, my friend, I know you're in a meeting. You have won yourself the Chasing Greatness hoodie. So we have Pablo. Pablo, well-deserved. We have a new hoodie winner. Landon's getting his. Pablo's getting his. Of course, the real Phil Simms already has a pair. recapoffice@gmail.com. recapoffice@gmail.com. I need size. I need an address to send this to. Pablo, it's you, my friend. You are the man. Pablo, you have won yourself the hoodie. And you say, and look at everybody, haven't won it yet, so looking forward to it. Of course, my friend, you are there. Let's go to the top where Landon, last week's winner. See there, welcome to the win cap. Who won closest to the pin this week? You could make a case, Landon, but I'm going to do closest without going over. You went over on the Eagle score. Pablo, I'm going to try to get Pablo is taking home the hoodie this week. You, my friend, are also getting yours from last week. It's December 1st. The Bears are the number one seed in the NFC and still in first place in the division. Pretty incredible turnaround in 1 year. It's more than incredible. No one expected to be turning the corner with the Packers on deck and the Bears at the number one seed. The Bears absolutely dominated the Eagles on Black Friday. The O-line just beat the living crap out of the Eagles D-line. This Bears team is scary and definitely a force in the NFC. Remember all the Bears haven't beat anyone. Where are those people? I'm looking forward to what Phil has to say. I see his comments coming. I will say this, Ben Johnson will be a finalist for Coach of the Year, no doubt. He has single-handedly changed the entire culture of the organization in one season. Cap is out there saying he's one of the best coaches in Bears history. Okay. I love Ben Johnson, and I hope that he is the best coach in Bears history. I do. How in God's name in 12 games can we say that? That's just unfair. It's a ridiculous comment. I told him it's clickbait stuff. Come on. Speaking of Cap, there he is, my guy Brett Kaplan. Let's see the Bears beat the Packers on Sunday. That would be amazing to be 10-3. Caleb has to throw the ball at the right time. Go Bears. Score's going to be 31-21. I love Brett. I'm sitting here puffy-chested. Good afternoon, Phil. I know you have your chest out and you're flexing. Reality check. No one is scared to come through Chicago in January. May the pot be stirred. I think you're not even stirring the pot because that's just an idiotic comment at this point. It's not even stirring the pot. It's just stupid. Still see the Rams, who couldn't even go into Carolina in November and win. Now you want to bring the warm weather Rams to Soldier Field in January? Bring it on, Phil. Cowboys. Cowboys, come on back. We already saw that, how that played out. Phil, you're talking out of your ass right now. Oklahoma did beat LSU. Not surprised to see what happened in the Big House on Saturday. Just a tune-up for the beatdown in Naptown Saturday night. Google that. That's fine. Fine. Ryan Day, the best team in the country, finally found a way to get out of their own way in their own head. You think Signetti's worried? Come on, man. I'm surprised Kiffin went to LSU. Do you see him winning the national championship there? Well, if he doesn't win the national championship there, it's just an excuse at this point. I hate that the whole college football calendar screws over coaches in these situations. I feel like the kids deserve to see Lane Kiffin coach at Ole Miss, and at the same time, I understand completely why he can't. I think the college football calendar needs to be changed. The coaching, the portal, it's all a joke. It makes Kiffin look like the bad guy. People are booing and flipping him off at the airport. They were cheering for him 3 days earlier. It's just, there's no other way to handle it. But it is great for it's like a WWE storyline. Phil, what's more likely to happen? The Cubs make serious moves or Cap goes nuclear when nothing is done? My money's on Cap. Yeah. If I were betting on one of those to happen, I'd go Cap nuclear. Jess, I love watching the Bears right now because they play and act like a team. No big egos, no one out for themselves. Everyone on the team truly believes they can get the job done despite the obstacles. And that's coaching. I'm not going as far as saying he's the best coach of all time, but that's coaching. While they may have 9 wins, the other 2 quarterbacks in the draft class, Nix and May, their teams are tied with 10. Numbers don't lie. Let me tell you something about Bo Nix. The Broncos have 51 sacks. 51. They're the 4th team the last 40 years to have 50 or more sacks in 12 games. Do not tell me that Bo Nix is the reason they're 10-2, because I'm not going to buy it. I'm not. And it's unfair. You're not looking at the whole numbers. You're not. I'm just being honest. You need to look at the whole enchilada. Bo Nix has thrown for 20 more yards than Caleb Williams. 20 more. He's thrown for 2 more touchdowns. He's thrown for 4 more interceptions, and Caleb has a better quarterback rating. So if you're going to talk about numbers don't lie, shove those numbers into your brain, my friend. Let Cap know that Tomlin won't be leaving the Steelers. He just got the extension, and the Rooneys stick with their coach through thick and thin. Omar Khan has a better shot of being fired. That's really well said. Nathan, hard to think of another team that isn't the Raiders that has more of a dire offensive situation than the Vikings. Couldn't even finish the game yesterday. Bleak, 100%. 100%. They're a mess. It's good that we're not talking about the Bears for once being that team. Think about where we were a year ago on Black Friday. We were previewing a Bears first place showdown against Philadelphia, talking about the coach. Cap's got him as a coach, the all-time coach. Last year we were firing coaches. I know they've locked in Jefferson to a multi-year deal, but man, it's hard to think he'll want to stick around if the ship doesn't turn around fast. But Nathan, I should say, I'll say this about the NFL. Look at last year's Commanders. Look at this year's Bears. Kevin O'Connell is one of the better coaches in the NFL. Things can turn around quickly. It's not baseball rebuilds. Hallelujah from Honolulu. Who would have thunk it? The Bears are number 1 in December. Holy broken brotherly shove, Batman. Also, good riddance to Adam Thielen. Dude just isn't good enough to want to jump ship with 5 weeks left in his career and think he's going to get a ring. Not sure who's in the market for a 36-year-old receiver. Supposedly well-loved in the locker room. I could see a team picking him up for insurance reasons. We should make sure that we do not go from overly cynical to overly confident. The gauntlet is still upon us. Yeah, don't be the Eagles fans who in the first quarter were booing their 8-3 team. Like the Bears in 2 drives took the entire crowd out of the game. It was awesome. And they're booing their own. The Super Bowl champs last year, 8-3 this year. Boo. Godfather, now that the Ricketts Winter Wonderland is in gear, let's go sledding and skating in Rickettsville. Who cares about guys like Cease being signed by teams that want to win? Winter meetings start next weekend. Really looking forward to the action. We'll have the hot stove cooking over here on the TV. Don't even bother showing up at the winter meetings. I'm not going that far yet. You got to show up. Let's see what happens. Becky, your high school football team won on Friday, so they're going to the title game. Congratulations. Kyle, by the way, how about the Illinois State Championships? Illinois State closing up shop, saying they're shutting the campus down on Saturday due to the snow, which 5, 6, 7, and 8A title games. Sorry, that includes you. We're not hosting these anymore. What? And now these kids have to play in the middle of the school day at NIU this week? That sucks. And they should cancel school at all of those, at all the schools playing for a title. It just sucks. Kyle, happy Victory Monday. It's 12-1. The Bears are still in first place in the NFC. Let's keep it up against Green Bay on Sunday. Take that, Philly. Aaron Rodgers needs to retire after this season, says Becky. There was speculation originally that he would. I don't know now. We will see. Blackhawks finally got another win against Anaheim. Let's keep it going on the West Coast trip. Go Hawks, says Kyle. Of course, the Thunder keep winning. There's my guy, Lip. Bears up, Bears up, Bears up, Bears. That was big boy football, running it down the Eagles' throat, no doubt. And then Becky got after it. All that running game got her going. 3 glasses. Get after it, Becky. Listen, this team is not a joke. Just watch the national media after the Bears beat the Eagles on Black Friday. They're starting to put the Bears on notice. You know what? Welcome. Welcome for all the people crapping. They haven't played Chris. This team's for real. Caleb Williams is John Elway. That's what Howie Long said. We can only pray for the Bulls as it's looking like fool's gold again after losing to an awful Indiana team. This team is right where the Settlers want them, right in the playing standings, shaking my head. What a 5-0 sham. The latest Bulls Bulls recap podcast tells you that much. Godfather, so glad the Bears won on Friday. Congrats. Now who thinks they will end up the best team in the NFC? Sorry, not me. This team still needs so much. Can we please just be happy for once with what we have in front of us? Let's live day to day. Can someone go to the Wiener Circle and pick up a couple dogs for me and send them to Hawaii tomorrow? The Ben Johnson good, better, best was an all-timer. He put himself into viral territory. Who's the next guy linked to the Cubs that signs elsewhere? Guff. Probably Framber Valdez, if you want me to be honest. Because he's going to get, the Cubs were supposedly in on Ryan Helsley. He went to the Orioles for 2 for $28. Tigers want Kyle Finnegan back. That's who I'm hoping the White Sox can find a way to get, but probably wants to win. Thomas, has anyone in the chat seen the Super Bowl Shuffle documentary yet? I know Cap has. I had no idea McMahon and Peyton weren't even there. Oh, I knew that. They were green screened in. I knew that for a long time, but I've heard the documentary is fantastic. Not to jinx him, but the odds of a Super Bowl rematch for the 40th anniversary are starting to increase just a little bit. Could you imagine? Guff, here's a stat of the day candidate for you and Cap. It's been 6,931 days as of Sunday since the Bears were on top of the NFC. Last time was 2006, year of the Super Bowl. Take that. Wow. That's insane. Lane Kiffin is a college football villain. I think he's trying to expose how ridiculous the NIL era is and how the NCAA needs to fix the portal opening. Saban said it best. The NIL ruins the game. I actually, there's all these articles about how Lane Kiffin can't get out of his own way. I'm not really sure what he was supposed to do here. If I were Kiffin, I would have fought to try to coach the team too. I really would have. He knew that he wasn't going to be able, but to not even be able to go to the team meeting, I think that's bullshit. I really do. It's his team. He did something nobody else in the history of Ole Miss did, and he can't even address his team one last time. Come on, man. I hope he takes half of them with him. I'm all for the players getting paid, but there should be a cap on rules in place. Otherwise, they're not student athletes. No, that jumped the shark a long time ago. That's why I hope a lot of them go to LSU with him. Guff, even though Texas beat A&M, don't see how they get in the CFP. The loss to a 4-8 Florida team absolutely shot their chance. If they were 10-2, they'd get a nod in. They're not going. There's too many. There's like 4 teams fighting for 2 spots. And either James Madison, which is Kurt Signetti's old school, Tulane, James Madison, I think they're in the driver's seat to be in the playoff. Let's go to Hooters, who now the sangria, no longer the drink of the month because they're speaking to my heart here. It's December. Looking for a perfect holiday gift? It is Cyber Monday. Head to Hooters, buy a $25 Hooters gift card. You'll get $5 in bonus bucks to use later. Something for them and something for you. Season's eatings from Hooters. Of course, those lunch specials every day from 11 to 3, $9.99 or less. The boneless wings, the OJ wings, the blackened chicken Caesar salad, the original burger. You want to know what the drink of the month is? Because I know a lot of you do. I do. And it's finally a way to my heart. There are 2. There are 2 drink of the months. The Maker's Mark Old Fashioned. Sounds good right now. Classic made with Maker's Mark bourbon, whiskey, simple syrup, bitters, orange, and a cherry. The espresso martini. We're warming things up. $8 for the martini, $10 for the old fashioned. For the coffee lovers, made with Tito's handmade vodka, Mr. Black coffee liqueur, Fever Tree espresso. Of course, the Big Daddy mugs, Michelob Ultra, Stella Modelo, and Bud Light. Season's eatings at Hooters, originalhooters.com. Proud partner of the Recap and the Recap Lunch Hour. Let's go to Eric. Listen, just sitting here listening to the Recap Lunch Hour. Can't believe it's already December. We have a month left of the year. Bears need to take care of business in Green Bay on Sunday. It is pretty hard to believe. It really is. December 1st, it's like, I don't know. Just keeps happening. Oklahoma is definitely going to the playoffs. What's going on, Clyde? Guff out there with a genuine grin talking about a Chicago sports team. The spirit of the holidays is here. Really well said. Guff, I'll bet Texas gets to play Vandy in a bowl game. Would like to see that rematch, Hook 'em Horns. That'd be fun. Pablo, of course, we've already covered that. Cade, what's up? If the Eagles can walk into Lambeau and beat the Packers 10-7, I don't see how the Bears can go into Lambeau and run it down the Packers' throats again. I don't see how they can't. I think the Bears are – are the odds makers buying the Bears? I haven't even looked at the spread. I'm guessing it's like 3.5. If I were putting a number on this game, I'd put the Packers are probably 3.5-point favorites. But let's take a look. And maybe some of you have already looked. The Chicago Bears on Sunday, as of this right now, 6.5-point underdogs. It's a joke. I'm taking the 6.5 right now. Yes, Carolina's up and down. Did I say playoffs? Book it. The Bears are going to the playoffs. Godfather, thank you, Connor Bedard. Hawks needed those 2 points. Pablo, thanks to the channel. I appreciate it. I'm keeping my composure, but I'm excited inside. My coworkers have no idea. Now, Pablo is this week's winner of the hoodie. I'm jacked up for him. Jacked up. Yeah, Kyle, keep pounding the pavement, buddy. By the way, we are working with Clark Street Sports and some collaborative gear. We've talked about it over the weekend that we need to get back on it. So we have some ideas there. Let us know what you want. What do you want for gear? What is it you're looking for? What would you like if you could buy recap gear, recap merch? I want to hear from you. We want to make what's available so you could turn around and buy it. Price is right rule. Sounds fair. Good. Thanks, Landon. recapoffice@gmail.com. I'm assuming by now you've already gotten that. Pablo, since I came back to all of these again, this is what I'm asking, Young Sue. I want to know what you guys are looking for. I know that I'm playing from behind here in the chat. You guys are pumping comments today. As long as you don't break out a bear shuffle during your meeting, Pablo, you should be good. Had that same feeling about Nagy, and we all know how that turned out. Still have a better feeling about Ben compared to Nagy. But to sit there and say, best of all time. Come on, man. Clyde, I'm scared for the Bears this week. They have the game plan for Green Bay's Micah Parsons, and Caleb has to have accuracy like a robot. You guys should not be scared anymore. Even if they lose, like this team is telling you, it doesn't matter where you go, who you play. Duval also tied for first place. A lot of first-year coaches having success here. Kyle, look at it this way. The season's definitely not over by any means. The Bears just need to take one game at a time. I think that's dead on. Ohio State says Super AA. Finally won a game against Michigan. I had Ohio State in that game. Lane Kiffin needs to make up his mind. He already did. Jeremy, for once in December, we're talking about playoffs instead of the draft. Thank God. Speaking of which, it is Cyber Monday. You want to hop on board, become a member of this channel. If you're asking yourself, how did I win the hoodie like Pablo? If you're a member, you get opportunities to do that, to win free merch by submitting a score of a Bears game. And if you're closest to the pin, you win a hoodie. That alone pays for the membership. $3 a month, $2.99. And Pablo just took care of about 2 years worth of memberships for the price of the hoodie. So I'm just saying, be a member. There's the link right there. It's also on every single one of our videos. Go to our page, click join, poof, become a member. And if you become a member during the show, we sing your praises. We put you on the screen. Everyone says, hey, welcome to the crowd. Lip Ripper's a member. So is Phil. Yeah, Lip, amen. Caleb over Bo any day. Denver almost lost in overtime. If Mariota makes a better throw, not going for 2. It wasn't because of the way Bo played, though. But come on, man. You're going to sit there and give the quarterback all the credit for a defense that's been almost historic? Christian, I'm still waiting for the Bear moment this season, and it just hasn't happened, surprisingly. It's not. Hey, it's a different Bears team. They boo Santa Claus in Philly. Yeah, I'm hoping Indiana. Jess, how about the debacle game of Illinois Northwestern? Never seen such a crazy game in the snow, but the better team won in the end, for sure. Is Ben Johnson shirtless and free hot dogs the 2025 version of the 85 Super Bowl Shuffle? Great question. I like this one. Bears are Super Bowl contenders whether people like it or not. It seems like there's a lot of people who don't like it. SC Supreme Productions, Bears putt belt to ass against Philly at top of the NFC. Season is far from over, but Bears fans, stop and smell the roses. I promise it's okay. Bear down, bring on the cheese. There it is. That's my favorite comment today. I like this one too. Just simply F the Packers from Michael Mord. Hooters has to figure out what it has it. Yes, they do. Finally, the old fashioned. This chat is as full as cousin Eddie's shitter. It's hard to keep up today. I love the Packers. Bears going to lose. That's fine, Michael. That's fine. You're allowed to say what you want on this show. But the receipts are here, my friend. Okay? In the meantime, Green Bay's doing this. They're looking up for once. They're not here. But again, we take all fans. The best quarterback in the game will be Jordan Love. Take the fuck out of here. Just fucking Phil. Come on. More merch. They want a members only hoodie. Recap Peaky Blinders Newsboy hat. There it again. That's the merch. There's the merch link right there. But we need some more. Recap coffee mugs. We could probably get those on the channel. We could probably get some koozies out there. Green Bay are still an annoying team for the Bears. I hate Green Bay and the fact we've not had a winning season since 1985. Yeah, Phil, they're not even funny. Jokes have to be funny. F Green Bay, I love it. Do McPucky skates have a taupe? Yeah, mine would. Eucalyptus dick. My skates would have a toe pick. I'm a little wobbly on the ice. Green Bay sucks. Sucks. Spotted Cow is dog shit. That's awesome. I think Spotted Cow is severely overrated. Did you hear the Green Bay sucks chant the other day during the post game of the Eagles? I love Green Bay sucks chants in the Eagles stadium. Also, a Green Bay sucks chant broke out during the Hawks game over the weekend. That's awesome. Recap and Hooters combo apparel, shirts, hoodies, hats. Recap Godfather merch. These are not blonde highlights, Rick. This is called effing gray, brother. But when you got some ginger going on, the gray does opt as this is my most favorite effing comment. Blonde highlights my ass. I wish. You do want all the smoke. We'll give it to you. Still waiting on the recap lunchbox. There's a lot of people out there. I will also take a Chasing Greatness or Chasing Thirst glass. Okay. Let's get to some of our sponsored content here. You guys know where we're going. Dog of the day. Big fan. Dog of the day. partnered with our great charity. And guys, I really want you to check these guys out. Paws for Patrick. They're the best at doing what they do. A nonprofit improving the mental health of young people through the comfort and connection of animals. Their emotional support animal and therapy dog programming supports children, teens, and young adults living with mental health challenges. Today's dog of the day is Hudson. Across the country, more children and teens than ever before is struggling with mental health. Paws for Patrick connects them with therapy dogs and emotional support animals who bring comfort, companionship, and hope when it's needed most. The organization has touched more than 30,000 lives since 2020. There's Hudson. A pandemic baby, a mini golden doodle. I know there's a lot of you out there that love the golden doodle. I relax my body in awkward positions when I'm held. Loves to be pet anywhere. Favorite toy is a stuffed animal. Hudson looks like a stuffed animal. You can nominate your own dog by submitting their name and a photo to recapoffice@gmail.com, recapoffice@gmail.com. You can also text REKAP25 to support the mission, helping bring comfort and hope to young people nationwide. Visit pawsforpatrick.org. $1, $2, $100, whatever it might be. It helps this organization. Very near and dear to our heart. Pawsforpatrick.org. Text recap 25 to 44321. Let's get to bet of the day. Now, Colson Loveland did not get the 30.5. He got to 28, unfortunately. So today we are not going with the Aviators. Felt like we had a shot there. We should have just ran the damn football in our bet of the day because, my God, we would have hit every overtime 3. Jackson Dart returns today for the New York Football Giants, and they're going against the real Phil Sims's New England Patriots since he's got such a chubby for Drake May. Jackson Dart, over 200. The number's nice. 200.5 passing yards. I do expect the Giants to be playing from behind it at some point, but with Jackson Dart, there's the possibilities here are endless. I do expect them to run less, even though he scored a rushing touchdown in 5 straight games. I would probably flirt with that plus 225 anytime touchdown, but over 200.5 here feels pretty nice and juicy. I'm going over 200.5 if Jackson Dart finishes the game. I like that number a lot. Catchphrase, that's good. I like that. How about a recap fanny? How you want your fanny pack and outer is that's pretty good. A recap fanny pack. Interesting. A recap shirt featuring the Northwest Indiana Hooters locations. What's up, Hudson? Reminds me of our family dog. Oh, cool, Kyle. Cool. Any prop bets for Sunday's game? Jesse's looking way ahead. Of course, there'll be prop bets for Sunday's game. I'm not ready to go there yet. Let's see what happens. Who's in? I know we are taping an episode of Intercepted tomorrow with the great Kevin Byard, who hit another pick, NFL leading 6th pick. There will be an episode this week. I believe the unconfirmed/confirmed guest is Nishan, our guy, Nishan Wright. How about that? He leads the NFL in turnovers, 8. That'd be fun. 2 dudes who have a knack for finding the football will be on this week's edition of Intercepted. By the way, this guy, not that you guys wanted to hear, but we did. Yeah, KB is our ball. We talked about this a few weeks ago because I had to cancel it and to postpone it due to unforeseen circumstances. In colonoscopy prep mode today, this guy right here. So tomorrow, I'll be coming off the anesthesia. I'm hoping to do the show on time tomorrow. I'm not sure. It might be Cap. It might be, hey, everybody, welcome to the REKAP Lunch Hour. We will see. Still won't matter. Patriots will win. Phil, you should buy yourself a Drake May jersey. It's Cyber Monday. Ricketts doesn't sign a top free agent. Bet of the day. This one scares me, not going to lie. Are you talking about Jackson Dart? Don't doubt the system. Just play the game. They are 2 of the top. Ohio State will beat Indiana, says Clyde. Okay. Ellie, I think it's Ellie. I think this is Ellie Stein. What do you say to those who say the Eagles are a shell of themselves and rare hungover champions? It's starting to look that way. I don't think Katie is. You sound like a grumpy Harrison Ford. Hey, everybody. I just had a scope up my ass. Welcome to the REKAP Lunch Hour. Might just do a fade the Pats, take the Giants moneyline spread. I trust the system. I know you do, Lip, which is why you're here every single day, dude, doing the bet of the day. I like it. Jess, no, Guff, take the day to recoup. The anesthesia from the colonoscopy can take it out of you. Oh, hell yeah, it will. Do you know with the gingers, you gotta up the ante. You're supposed to, do you know that you need more, like twice as much anesthesia as a ginger? Look it up. Look it up. It's a Cap just walked in and says, no shot. We'll be nice to Cap, but you should take the day off tomorrow. We got a football show tomorrow night. We got a football show.
He's not soft.
Godfather says if it's before 9, you'll be fine. I'm doing it at 10. We're doing it at 10. Still be fine. Love the show, by the way. Appreciate you. The Guff will walk the earth tomorrow. Fact of the day. I know. Fact of the day. See, Jess understands. Gingers need more. It's going to take a hell of a lot to knock us down. Lane Kiffin needs to make up his mind. Clyde, I told you, he did that earlier. There's the bet of the day.
He's a scumbag.
Jax, he's not. The systems are broke. How's it?
He's a horrible human being.
Oh, we're not going to sit there dissect. Sorry. I forgot that college football coaches need to be great humans in order to.
If you're going to coach my kid, they do.
Welcome to the REKAP Lunch Hour. I'm not saying he's coaching my kid. I'm saying the system, but for people to like be pissed at like going to LSU, the system sucks. They shouldn't.
And they should not allow him to coach the team. They should have fired his ass 10 days ago when they offered him a contract. Gone. Get the F out of my town. Gone. You don't want to be here? Get out.
But that's the system that's broken, Cap. Not Lane Kiffin's fault that the portal's open now when kids should be making decisions to play in games. They should not be making decisions to jump ship when they're playing for national championships. It's a broken.
I'm going to take assistants and players with me. That's a horrible human being.
Whatever. He will be the long list of horrible human beings that jump ship and take coaches and players with them in a broken system. We're going to put this one on ice. It's the REKAP Lunch Hour. It's all brought to you by Hooters Original, Hooters.com. We'll be in Aurora next Tuesday. Make your plans to be with us. Show starts today. Come way earlier. Eat, break bread, take some photos. Looking forward to seeing everybody out in Aurora for the number 1 seed, first place, Chicago Bears. That's right. First place, Chicago Bears. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Enjoy this Monday. Be back tomorrow in some way, shape, or form on the REKAP Lunch Hour. Have a great rest of your day. Be kind to yourselves, folks. Be kind to each other. 'Tis the season, man. 'Tis the season. Look out for those around you. It's all brought to you by Hooters. Do the order.hooters.com. You cooked enough last week. Treat yourself tonight. Let's pick it up on the way home. Have a great day. Take